Hey there, today I'm reviewing Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain was a figure I was always interested in ever since I was a kid, and for some reason I got really into him again, and finally I decided to read his book. However, this is one of the few books that I actually wish I listened to instead of read, which is very interesting because his voice in this is so just distinct and well told and well written that I feel like I would have appreciated this book more if I actually heard it from the man himself. With his distinct use of words and style of telling these stories, I just don't know if it fully clicked for me as a written word. I was still fully engaged and interested in what I was reading, however, it did take me a bit longer to read this than I wanted to. And it's definitely just a me thing because, again, I like the book and I will recommend this to anyone who's even slightly interested. But again, for me, I think I would have liked this a bit more if this was either an audiobook or a long-term interview or just something else besides written, even though I still do think many other people will like how this is written. I also want to point out too that there are many great lessons throughout this, and just him as a creative in the kitchen, it really speaks to creatives and creativity as a whole, and just the many paths one can go down if you're not careful with how you decide to live life. Overall though, I do highly suggest this book, and I think it's definitely worth reading. It might just be a me thing that it might be better to listen to than read, but I still do think that this is a really good book that many people should read, especially if you're a creative. But alright, those are my thoughts on Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential. Be sure to let me know what you think of it down in the comments. Also be sure to let me know of any other book I should check out, whether it be by him or by anyone else that's kind of like this. Alright, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all later.